Kansas City, here we come. The Twins and the Royals are next. Friday night baseball from the K, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and you can see here, each guy with 3 starts so far coming in. And once you get to this point in the season, you figure the shackles are officially off. 100, 110 pitches, that should be well within their expectations if they're pitching well enough.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins, as their starting 9 tonight will look like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases.
First baseman, Joe Mauer.
Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it deep down the right field line. And he will start the ball game in style. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot off the bat of Joe Mauer. Home run number 5 on the year as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, I've heard of a quick strike offense, but they don't come any quicker than this. One pitch into the ball game, and it's already 1-0.
Eduardo Nunez will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes you deep.
First pitch coming. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Number 70 will stand in. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, you know, right now he's just holding on to that curveball just a little too long. This is about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, he's going to make it up to second easily.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off-speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, it looks like he's aiming the baseball now instead of just letting it go.
No one out with a runner at second. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, he's allowed one home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there, because it did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat, because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And Rios will play this one on the hop. It's a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, you get a good hitter in a fastball count, he'll know what to do with it. Heck, he's probably a 500 hitter when he gets a 3-1 fastball in the zone. That's almost too easy.
Marco Scutaro will dig in here with a chance early on to give his pitcher a little cushion to work with. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, you know, that one not even close, and you can feel the noose starting to tighten up just a little bit more on him.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
In there, and he's taken him as far as he can go now. It's full 3-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
Corey Hunter will dig in now. The sixth man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
First pitch coming. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
I'll tell you what, guys, he did not miss a grand slam by a whole lot. He'll wind up getting the sacrifice fly and the RBI, but you see just how close this ball came to getting out of here.
Brian Dozier will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Sometimes in a situation like this, you wonder if the delayed steal might be on from third. Well, this time it wasn't, and the throw was not even close at second base.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
That misses 1-2.
I think you sit here and you start to wonder, is this guy going to find his command anytime soon? He's not just missing by a little. A lot of these pitches have been very easy takes for these hitters, including that pitch.
And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Catch made by Gordon. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Well, it's been a big inning already, and they tack on another run here on the sacrifice fly. But at this point, I think defensively, you're just happy to take an out.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. Close to the bag, it's second there. Now the pitch. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, it's just not very often that you can put it to a guy like this early on. I mean, they've got him on the ropes here in the very first inning.
Too high, and it's 3-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And this will be fouled away. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Now this is on the ground for Hosmer over there at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the nearly bat around here is 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Twins are out in front, 4-0. Now the starting lineup for Kansas City, as put together by manager Ned Yost, looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His numbers right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Alcides Escobar will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Royals, the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. His guy's got him a 4 spot to work with in the first inning, so you got to figure he's going to be out there pounding the strike zone.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Looked like the forkball that time as he swung through it for out number 1.
Batting second,
Lorenzo Cain will stand in. And as you see there, currently number 2 in the American League in the stolen base chase. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Now a late square, and this is popped up, and he makes a terrific catch behind the plate as he turns around to glove it for the second out.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Eric Hosmer will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him. Maybe the best palm ball he's thrown, and that'll end it. KC down in order. They trail here 4-0. Kurt Suzuki will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Now a swing there from Suzuki, but he was too far in front as this is going to be back up into the stands, a foul ball. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
First baseman number 7.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, the starting catcher on last season's AL All-Star team. And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his second hit of the evening.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Eduardo Nunez will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Runner at first here, one man out. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, that's a good idea right there. He goes with the pitch. He's not trying to pull it. Shoots this thing the other way. Just happens to be right at the right fielder.
Number 70 will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far. Inside with what looked like the slurve, 1-0.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
Now a ball hit hard but fouled as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
The 1-2. Got him. Throws him on the slurve, and the side is retired. One left for Minnesota. They lead it 4-0. Salvador Perez will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And the Royals are going to have their first hit of the ball game.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Alex Rios will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Here's the first pitch to him. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike two. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knockout pitch, but he can't find it here. I think he's going to have to challenge him 3-2.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short, and Rios is aboard. It's a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Alex Gordon will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. In there, strike one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Fouled back. None out, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and Gordon's down on strikes for out number 1.
Batting 7.
Kendrys Morales will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits got this thing started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
Omar Infante will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the second run is in as well as they're on the board in a big way. It's 4-2 now.
Batting 9th. Third baseman.
Mike Moustakas will take his first swings here. And as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Number 61 will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time.
Third baseman, number 61.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. You guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is fouled at the plate. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Marco Scutaro will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Ball 1.
Ball. That's inside.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Now the 2-0. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Now a slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. You guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Corey Hunter will dig in. He drove in a run with the sacrifice fly his first time. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Sooner or later, I think, you got to get somebody else in here who can throw a strike.
Yeah, I think the emphasis should be on sooner.
First and second here with nobody out. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
And he just continues to have all sorts of problems out there on the mound. Already 2 walks in the inning, now a wild pitch to go with it. And I'll tell you, he's becoming his own worst enemy out there.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Here comes the 2-1 now to Hunter. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. It is.
Hey, you take runs any way you can get them. This one's going to come in to score on the wild pitch, so they get a man across the plate without the benefit of a hit here in the inning.
This ball's in the air now, out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll add one more on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 6-2 ball game.
Oh, that was taking a big risk.
Number 2.
You've got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business, and he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner's just able to slide by safely.
Brian Dozier will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. And here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Ball 2.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Chris Young is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Young.
Kurt Suzuki will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Outside, 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one.
Out nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Oh, he goes right with this one as it's laced into left center field, and it'll get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home.
And for you folks watching at home, might not be a bad idea to go put a pot of coffee on because this one might take all night. We haven't finished 3 innings yet and already 9 runs have crossed the plate. Time to suck it up.
Salvador Perez will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Way outside. 1-2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Hunter is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
He might have been playing things a little cautious there at second base. That ball looked deep enough to me that he should have been thinking about advancing on it.
Alex Rios will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch is a forkball, too low for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, of foul ball. Working carefully to Rios here. It's 3-1 now.
And this guy is definitely of the free swinging variety, shall we say. But that was a really good take right there on a 2-1 pitch.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Number 61 will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for Kansas City on the Hosmer double. We're through 3 here at the K. It's now 6-3. Eduardo Nunez will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Eduardo Nunez.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth.
And as a pitcher, you always have to remember that once you let go of the pitch, you've got to become an infielder. Here's a guy that fields his position well, so he's in great position to spear this thing and then get the easy out at first.
Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. Six runs, only 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In for strike 2.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now another 1-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
full count, 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
3-2 pitch. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, number 61.
Number 61 will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
6 runs, only 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Hard hit towards center. Kane is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. We'll see Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. It's the Twins 6 and the Royals 3. And there is Alex Gordon. As promised, he's in to start things out in the home half of the 4th.
Alex Gordon.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Forkball taken for a strike, and he's behind in the count 1-2.
1-2.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches, he's laid off a few pitches like that one, and now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Kendrys Morales will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Low for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last two hitters.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a relay to the plate. Ball's there, and Suzuki makes the tag. He's out at the plate.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time, he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Omar Infante will stand in. He had a 2-run single his first time around. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Now here's a screwball that misses, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Right on the corner, 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Mike Moustakas will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. And he won't bite on the palm ball, in the dirt for a ball. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Alcides Escobar will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he'll watch the palm ball that falls in for strike one.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Scutaro at second. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Twins 6 and the Royals 3. Marco Scutaro will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman, Marco Scutaro.
On good opposite field power here as this fastball is taken high and deep to right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. It's a solo home run for Marco Scutaro as it is now 7-3.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Corey Hunter will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. First pitch coming. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw is low, and he can't get it to stick in the webbing. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And this is fouled back and out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is in the dirt, but a good job there to keep it at his feet. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here's the 2-2 home. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. He's a bit out in front here as he hammers that pitch to deep left field, but it'll wind up a foul ball, a souvenir. Here's a look over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and the runner back. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Oh, he tries to force it into second, and it's too late.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, base on balls his last time. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
Fouled back. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in, base on balls his last time. First offering on the way. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Now another 2-2. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. A bare hand for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get one run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Luke Hochevar is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Joe Mauer will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First pitch to him. Fouled straight back. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 8 and the Royals 3. Lorenzo Cain will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Lorenzo Cain.
Fouled straight back. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Eric Hosmer will dig in. He doubled homer run last time around. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Salvador Perez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this ball will be chopped foul. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Alex Rios will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Three and 0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
That one's in there, 3-1. Two out with the man at first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now, this 5th inning has certainly not gone to form. That's his 2nd walk so far. If he gets to 3, you'd have to wonder if that might be the end of the line.
Alex Gordon. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Ooh, he missed a good pitch to hit there. He'll be lucky to get something like that again.
A look back at Hosmer. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And you know, the catcher there was set up inside, yet that pitch was all the way on the other side of the plate.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Opposite field to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Eduardo Nunez will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Eduardo Nunez.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line, and that'll put him in a good position here with the runner on second and nobody out.
Number 70 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. For Nunez, he picks up his first 2-base hit of the new season. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Two and one.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
This turns out to be a real heads-up play at second base. Now, you think on a line drive into the outfield that he might be bouncing towards third, hoping to score if this ball drops. But smartly, he goes back to the bag, tags up, and he advances the 90 feet.
Number 61 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Just a tough break right there. Not much you can do about that one. This ball is a laser, but it's right at his man. And that forces the guy to hold on at third with 2 away now.
Marco Scutaro will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Now the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Here's the 2-1 now to Scutaro. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Torrey Hunter would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
The right fielder, number 48,
Torrey Hunter will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Oh, 1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-2. Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. Twin strand a pair, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Kendrys Morales will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And the fastball here is hit on the ground but foul. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Omar Infante will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a good play there by Suzuki as he's able to jump on it for the first out.
Well, just from a distance standpoint, you have to remember that left-handed hitters maybe get a step or two advantage over a right-handed hitter leaving that batter's box. So that's why it's much easier for lefties to bunt their way on than it is for righties to do it. And here, he needed those 2 extra steps because that was a very close play down there at first.
Mike Moustakas will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Now it's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And sometimes, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Alcides Escobar will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Hit on the ground towards first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Royals leave 1. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Wade Davis is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Wade Davis.
Brian Dozier will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
The designated hitter, Brian Dozier.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here's a 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here he comes on 2-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Oh, that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Trevor Plouffe will dig in now, 1 for 2 to this point. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now a line drive that's going to carry over the head of Escobar into left center, base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already uncorked a wild pitch.
And, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Joe Mauer will try it again. He homered back in the 1st inning of this one. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Getting late. Stretch time now in Kansas City. It's the Twins 8 and the Royals 3. Brian Dunsing will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 52, Brian Dunsing.
Lorenzo Cain will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh.
The Royals, the center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Eric Hosmer will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And that's taken for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground as short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Suzuki able to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Eduardo Nunez will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Left fielder, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch coming. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Now a bullet down the line, and past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Number 70 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. For Nunez, he's at second with his second double of this young season. Ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
A runner at second, nobody out. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third. A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the eighth as you get a look at our line score to this point. Number 61 will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And now with that runner on third and one away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Runner away from third. Now the pitch. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
I would imagine that free pass was at least semi-intentional there. Now at least you set up a double play possibility with runners at the corners and one out.
Marco Scutaro will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
Yeah, and with 2 on now following the walk, he needed to jump ahead of the next guy, so that's a good way to start out.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Ready now on 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
Chop to third. Tough to get to. Throw to first. Not in time as the run is across to score.
Another example here where speed is such a weapon in this game. Look at him just flying down that first baseline. Not only is he going to wind up with an infield single, but he's also going to pick up the RBI.
Jason Frazier will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Frazier.
Corey Hunter will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
And think about it, in game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Up high. 2-1 now. Runners are at first and second with one away. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Brian Dozier will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. And he misses again, ball 3. Trevor Plouffe would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is on the ground toward the hole. On with it, the first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 9 and the Royals 3. Alex Rios will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Right fielder, Alex Rios.
And that misses inside 1-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
Well, let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
Alex Gordon will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. One-0 pitch now. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
And this is a welcome sight for these guys. It's just the second extra base hit they've had tonight. And it comes at a time when they really need to start stringing some base hits together.
Kendrys Morales will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Number 70 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Omar Infante will step in with a couple of RBIs already and looking for more. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Kansas City. Still way back, it's 9-3. Trevor Plouffe will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Shortstop, Trevor Plouffe.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in. He popped out in his last time. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Joe Mauer will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. One and 2 now to the former MVP.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Mike Moustakas will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he misses there, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Alcides Escobar will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Off the plate again, 2-0 now. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Bases are empty, one man out. The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Nunez is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Lorenzo Cain will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. You can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Eric Hosmer will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing and a miss, and now the Royals are down to their final strike. Third double of the game for these guys, as you see the comparison there. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell is going to end anytime soon.
And the Twins couldn't have done it were it not for the contributions of this man, Marco Scutaro. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 9-3. Good night from Kansas City.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For Kansas City, 3 runs on 9 hits. 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. A reminder that Royals Express buses for downtown, Crown Center, Midtown, Plaza, Brookside, and Waldo are available for 1 hour after the final out on Lancer Lane along the third base side of the stadium.